Hello, good evening. We are here on YouTube. Hello. We have 3 viewers. Say hello. Who are you? Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Give me a comment. Say hello. I want to see who's here. My software doesn't allow me to see the viewers. I can only see you if you comment. How are you today? What did you do today? Good day, bad day, happy day, sad day? Exciting day, boring day. Don't be shy. I know you're there. All right, so we are back on YouTube again because I still cannot live stream on Facebook, unfortunately. I still don't know why I cannot live stream on Facebook. Anyways, I saw that at least 40 people said they were going to come to this event, to this live stream. So maybe everyone is a bit late, they had a busy day at work, or maybe they just forgot. You never know. Okay, Vo is here, all right. You made it, you finished your dinner on time, and you got here on time, but I hope you didn't eat too quickly. That's not good, that's unhealthy, right? All right. So today, as you can see, we're going to be talking about speaking with confidence. Speaking with confidence. That is something that I think a lot of students struggle with, especially newer students. Students who don't use English often. They struggle with confidence. And they say, I just want to speak like a native speaker and have the confidence of a native speaker. Okay, I think it's Gwen is here, all right? If I don't have your correct first name, please tell me. Nice to see you, thanks for coming. All right, so 2 of you are not shy because you said hello, but 2 of you are still a bit shy. Alright, so you can give this video a like. You can also subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be posting videos here on here on YouTube and also on Facebook. Likely they cross, so the same videos, but maybe you prefer YouTube. Then that's a good opportunity for you to consume the content here. I'm new to YouTube, so this is the second live stream. I don't know the ins and outs. It took me a long time to learn how to use Facebook more and more. So it's another challenge for me. All right. So, okay, Hao, hi, all right. I think your name is Hai Hao, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I should be calling you Hao. I don't know if sometimes I mix up Vietnamese names, so please forgive me. Okay, today's goals. All right, so we want to understand that English level, your English level, and mindset are unrelated. Now, excuse me, I have a typo there. That should be unrelated, R-E-L-A-T-E-D. I'm human, I make mistakes, I make spelling mistakes. That was just a typo. That's when you type too fast and you don't pay attention. Sometimes I'm careless like that, okay? So your English level and mindset are unrelated, okay? Not completely, but they're not exclusive with each other. Okay, so despite your level, you can work on improving your mindset now. And improving your mindset, you can improve your confidence, okay? So mindset and confidence are directly related. Okay, and then I will give you tips to improve your confidence so you can speak with confidence and that you can also change your mindset to have more confidence when you use English, and maybe you can even apply some of these tips when you speak Vietnamese. Okay, Thuy is here. Welcome. Nice to see you. All right, so let's get started with story time. That's me. You can see that picture, and we have the same haircut. Okay, I'm going to tell a few quick stories. I graduated from university a long time ago. So I'll obviously have done a lot of growing. My body, my belly, my hair has stopped growing though. But mentally, emotionally, I think I have grown a lot. I remember when I was in university, I had to take a public speaking course. And I did not want to. I could not avoid it because it was required for me to graduate. And I remember I had to go in front of the class like the other students, and we had to make speeches, not presentations, speeches. Okay, so we had to write a speech, and we had to structure the speech so it was logical, and we had to use our body language and our voice, our tone, to convey, to say the speech in the most effective way. Now, this scared me. I hated public speaking. I was a nervous wreck. I was a disaster. A shake. Stutter. Stutter is when you don't speak completely and you And I'm a native speaker, and I was doing this speech in front of other native speakers. This also happened to me when I had presentations in university also. And I was always very, very nervous because I always was thinking, what do they think of me? How do I look? Maybe they don't understand me. Maybe they don't understand my point. Maybe they think I'm stupid. And it went through my head, all right? I remember one time I made an off-the-cuff joke. This is when you make a joke without planning it, and it just comes out. This was at the beginning of a group presentation. I made this joke. And when I made the joke, the whole class laughed, and they thought it was really funny. And I remember in that moment, I felt so confident giving that presentation. I felt like I was on top of the world. I didn't care what they thought because I already knew that they thought I was funny. They thought that I said something funny. So I was like, okay, I'm in. And I could just be myself and act like myself. So that was my attitude in college and university. I tried to make everyone laugh at the beginning of a presentation or the beginning of a speech. And if it was successful, my confidence went up. If it was unsuccessful, my confidence was even worse. Okay, so confidence when speaking not only affects English learners, but native English speakers. Imagine yourself if you had to do something similar in Vietnamese. Maybe you were extremely nervous. Okay, so that is my story time. It looks like we have a few more people here. Great. Phom is here. Excellent. Good to see you. All right, and excuse my pronunciation of all of your names. I try. I fail often. Okay, so the point of my story is your confidence is not dependent on your English level. You can have a low English level and high confidence, or you can have high English level and low confidence. Okay? However, your English level, your level, could influence your confidence. It is a factor. It is not the only factor, but it may be one of the factors. Okay, so I want you to get that in your mind right now, that your level is separate from your confidence. Okay? And that will help you start to change your mindset. Okay. None is here, don't worry. You just missed a little bit of story time, but we're going to get into the meat of today's live stream. All right. So, why do people lack confidence when speaking? I want you to think about this. Why do people lack confidence when speaking? And I want you to write your answers, write some reasons in the comments. Okay, there's no right or wrong answer. I want you to share with me. Hello, Paul is here. Good to see you, Paul. Right now we are just starting, so don't worry about what you missed. I want you to write reasons people lack confidence when speaking. So think about your own situation, or think about in general, maybe why you or people don't have confidence when they speak English. Okay, Vo says vocab. So in your case, it could be related to lack of vocab, right? So they may not have the words that they want to say to get their message across. Okay, that's a good one. I'm going to put you on screen there. Okay, poor vocab, yeah. So poor vocab, that's a good reason. Anything else? All right, let me share a few with you that I have. Okay, one, I think this is one of the biggest things. The students, in this case, if you're learning English and you're speaking English, you are afraid of making mistakes. Remember what I said about myself. Even though I'm a native speaker, I was afraid of making mistakes. So I was afraid of what other people would think if I made a mistake. Think about your situation. Maybe you are afraid to make a mistake and you are worried what other people will think. Oh, they will laugh at me. They won't think I'm good at English, right? Okay. I see some other answers coming in. Okay, so vocab and pronunciation, afraid of wrong. Yeah, speaking incorrectly. Yeah, that's right. And they may not understand my pronunciation. Okay, they may not understand the pronunciation. That's good. That's the next one that I'm going to talk about. I have to think about my Vietnamese in mind, and then I can say, okay, so you are translating, right? So you're translating, and then you're not sure if what you want to say is correct. In Vietnamese, it makes sense, but in English, you're not confident. Okay, good answer. Reina, don't worry. You didn't miss much. All right. So afraid of making mistakes, that's the one that I have. And you won't be understood. So Hang On said the same exact thing, right? If you are speaking and you're speaking to me, I'm a native speaker, maybe I won't understand you. Okay? So you're worried again about what the receiver hears and what they think. Also, on the other hand, maybe you don't understand. So if we are having a conversation, it's difficult for you to understand me, right? And then we have lots of problems. Okay, so shy, yeah, you could be shy, shy of communication. Yeah, that's another one. All right, that can be part of your personality too. That's not a bad thing, but that definitely affects confidence. Okay? And then this is similar to what a lot of you said, lack of ability to communicate. You don't know what to say. You don't know the right words to say. Maybe your pronunciation is bad. Your grammar is bad. Okay? This will affect your confidence. Okay? So, which affect your confidence the most? I want you to write in the comments which affect your confidence the most. What would you say affects your confidence? This is a personal question. I will give you an example for me because I have learned or tried to learn other languages. I am always worried about making mistakes. That affects my confidence. When I learned Spanish and when I tried to learn Vietnamese, I was worried about making mistakes, saying the wrong words, and I was also worried about what other people would think about me. Like, oh, his Vietnamese is so bad, or his Spanish is so bad. I don't want to talk to him. I'm afraid that people will be impatient with me. How about you? Come on, let's hear. What affects your confidence? Maybe you already shared your personal reasons. Anyways, you can write those in the comments as you wish. Okay, so foreigners can't understand what you say. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a big one. So instead of trying, we say, oh, no, they're not going to understand me. I'm not going to talk to them. All right. That's normal. It's not just you. Oh, mosquito. I have a mosquito flying around my computer. I hate mosquitoes. Okay. So I told you before that confidence and level are not completely related. Your improving your English level is important. We want to always keep practicing and keep trying to improve, keep studying, listening, speaking, reading, writing, especially listening and speaking. This is important because if you stop doing this, you will start going down, right? Okay, so English level is important. I just have to say that. Okay, I'm going to just address afraid to say something stupid. Yeah, not a talkative person. So it could be your personality too. All right, good answers. All right, so English level is important. Of course, I have to say that. However, many students have a mindset problem. I'm one of them. When I study another language, I'm one of them. What does mindset mean? Do you know what mindset means? If you think you know what mindset means, I want to see your definition of mindset in the comments. Turn my phone off. The notifications were distracting me. What does mindset mean? Obviously, it has to deal with our mind, right? We see two words that we know, mind and set. All right. Your mindset is your established way of thinking, your established opinions, and your attitude. Establish means set. Okay, firm. Okay, so your mindset is established, meaning it's firm. It defines who you are. It's related to your personality. Okay? And it's related to your thinking, your opinions, and your attitude. Yeah, Gwen, that's right. The way of thinking, your way of thinking, that's a very simple definition, a very good, concise definition. Yeah, your attitude, so it affects your attitude, because if you think negatively, you are likely going to have a negative attitude. A positive attitude, you're like, oh, I can do this, let's go, right? It affects your attitude. Your mental affects the outside. Okay, we usually say people have a good attitude or a bad attitude, but attitude can be a little deeper than that too. Okay, so simply put, our mindset can be positive or negative, right? A lot of people like to say, I have a positive attitude, I'm a positive person. But when they are in an uncomfortable situation, they say, oh no, I can't, no, I'm not going to talk. I'm going to say it wrong. That all of a sudden becomes negative, right? So if you look at mindset simply as positive and negative, we need to have positive thoughts, because positive thoughts will help us increase our confidence. If we have negative thoughts, it's going to decrease and continue to decrease our confidence. Okay, so we're striving for a positive mindset. No negativity, right? Positivity. Do you think, this is a question for you, do you think it's easy to change your mindset? Yes or no? Well, it's my opinion. It's my opinion that it's difficult to change your mindset, but it's necessary to change your mindset if you want to increase your confidence. Okay? I think that we can, Ngun agrees, Hangun is really difficult, yeah. I think we can agree if we try with effort, I'm going to change it. It's so difficult to change. But I think through experience, we can increase and change our mindset. Through experience, not through our effort, but through experience. All right, so you all agree it's difficult. Okay. So, becoming a confident speaker in English, or even your own language, or even another language, often involves changing your mindset and not necessarily improving your English level. Now, remember what I said. We need to improve our English level, but sometimes confidence is not on your level, it's on your mindset. So, listen to this. Improving your English level is necessary when having a conversation with someone is difficult, or when having a conversation with anyone is difficult. Okay? That means you need to still work and you need to get your English level higher. Okay? When having a conversation with anyone is difficult. You need to up your level. You need to level up, as they say. However, if you are comfortable in certain situations, but in other situations you get nervous and forget words, it's a mindset problem. Now let me give you an example. You have an English teacher, and it's so easy for you to talk to your teacher. You feel comfortable, you feel confident, and you can have a normal conversation with your teacher. However, when you go to work and you need to participate in a meeting and you get all nervous and you forget the words to say and you cannot speak clearly, now it's not a level issue, it's a mindset issue. You understand? Because you know, on one hand, with your teacher, you can speak confidently and comfortably. But when you go to another situation at work, you get nervous and you cannot communicate something with your mind, right? I think we all have had a situation like that. Someone we're comfortable with and we can speak comfortably, but in another situation, we lose the confidence. Okay, so I'm going to give you all some tips that you can use to improve your confidence when speaking. But before we continue, do you have any questions? If you have any questions, please write them in the comments. I need to stay hydrated. Otherwise my throat gets dry and I do that a lot. It gets annoying for you guys. Okay. All right, so it looks like what I'm saying is clear so far. Good. Even for me, I'm going to tell you, I told you the story earlier. When I started teaching, it was the same thing. So nervous. And maybe I could communicate clearly, but I was always thinking, did I say the right thing? Did I confuse my students? Uh-oh. And then a year ago or over a year ago when I started live streaming, I was super nervous. Live streaming is weird. I'm talking to a bunch of people, but really in my room right now, it's like I'm talking to myself. Because you all can hear me, but I can't hear you. Okay, so let's talk about some tips. Speaking with confidence. First one is practice routine. The more we do something, the more natural it becomes. The more natural something becomes, the more confidence we have when we do it. Think about riding a bicycle. When you first tried to ride a bicycle, you probably fell. If you were a little child, you probably cried. But you practiced. You probably wanted to ride that bicycle because you had some older kids in your neighborhood and you wanted to go with them. So you did it every day, right? And now, if you ride a bicycle, it is natural. You don't need to think about it. You can do it easily. Even if you have stopped doing it for maybe 5 years, 10 years, you just need to ride it for one day or 10 minutes and you feel like it's natural, it's back. And you have confidence riding your bicycle. You're not worried about falling off your bike. There could be an accident, of course. However, you're not thinking all the time, oh, what if I fall? What if I fall? What if I fall? That's a lack of confidence. If you're confident, you're enjoying it. You're enjoying what you see. You're enjoying the air. You're enjoying the weather. Okay, so the more we do something, the more natural it becomes, and then our confidence goes up. Okay, speaking English is natural for me. So when I speak English in most situations, I'm not worried about making a mistake. And if I make a mistake, I don't care. That happens, right? We all make mistakes, we say the wrong word, but it doesn't affect my confidence. However, if I have to speak Spanish, I haven't spoken Spanish in a few years, or if I try to speak Vietnamese, I'm not natural. Now, I make mistakes, my confidence goes down. But if I start practicing Spanish every day, it's going to come back and I'm going to feel more natural and my confidence will go up again. This is the same for you when you're speaking English. Okay? So what can you do? Because maybe sometimes you don't have a situation where you can always speak English. Okay? You prepare. So you think about different situations that give you fear, maybe an interview, maybe a meeting, maybe even a simple conversation with a foreigner, a simple introduction, right? Talking about where they're from. You can prepare and practice this. Yes, you can practice this on your own, okay? This is often what I talk about. We're going to talk about a little bit on the next slide. But you repeat. So you practice different situations, you prepare, and you practice different situations, and you repeat. So it becomes natural to you, right? Natural. All right. So that's a practice routine. A routine is a habit. So it's not something you do on Monday, and then you stop for the rest of the week. It's something you do on Monday for 10, 20, 30, an hour. You do it on Tuesday. You do it every day. Okay? Just like an exercise routine. Working out at home is difficult. But these days, seems like if we want to work out, we got to work out at home. Okay. So this is related to the last slide. Record yourself. When you want to prepare for a conversation or maybe a presentation, you record yourself. And I often talk about recording audio, right? So you speak into the phone and then you can listen. Even better, we all have smartphones. Most of us have webcams. We can record ourselves speaking. Okay, so if you want to prepare for a job interview, you want to even have a basic conversation with a friend, prepare for a presentation, you're preparing what you can say, and then you're practicing, but you're also recording yourself, and then this is the difficult part. You're watching it. You have to watch. I have my phone here. You have to watch yourself. And I tell you, that is difficult because you can seeing yourself. For me, I hate watching my live streams. I hate watching my videos that I make. This may sound crazy to you. I don't want to hear myself speak. Sometimes I need to get information that I said or something in a live stream and I go through it. And maybe I just want something that's on the screen and I turn the volume off. I don't want to watch myself because we are our own biggest critics. A critic is someone who finds the small mistakes, the little things, the bad things. We are our biggest critics. So most people, like myself, don't want to do this. But this is a powerful way to improve your confidence because self-critique, finding the mistakes, will lead you to improving them. Your mistakes that you make will be clearer to you also. So it will force you to improve. Okay, so I suggest all of you to use this method. Record yourself, video, and watch it, and find your mistakes, and work on only 1 or 2 mistakes at once, and keep recording and watching, and I guarantee you will improve. But man, nobody wants to watch themselves on video. All right. Speaking with confidence. Eye contact is very important. When you're speaking with someone, you don't want to be looking away. Sometimes we are afraid to make eye contact because then it shows that we have to answer someone. So if we have a lack of confidence, we usually look away. We don't make eye contact. But if you make eye contact, it's a sign of confidence. It's a sign that you're ready. It's a sign that you're prepared. And it's a sign that you can handle the conversation. All of those are factors in building your confidence. Okay, so working with eye contact, looking into someone's eyes when you're speaking to them, is a very good way to practice. Maybe in the beginning it feels very uncomfortable, but it's a way to build your confidence. All right, moving right along. Stand straight. I'm a person who, I have a bad back. My back doesn't usually go straight. It's hard for me to stand straight. I have bad posture, but standing straight affects our mood. So our body language and our mood is our feelings and our emotions, right? They are related, right? If you're tired, you're probably going to be slouched over like this, right? Head down, right? But if you're awake, you're going to be more standing up straight. So a lot of people say that our mood will affect what we do with our body. However, if we are feeling tired and we say, okay, and we stand up straight, right? It's going to come back and also affect our mood. It's like the saying, fake it until you make it. So you fake the confidence in a way, and then you become confident. So you have the body language, you have the smile. Maybe you don't feel happy, but you act happy, and then it can possibly make you happy. Another thing related to body language that I see, lots of students, they're afraid to make mistakes, so they talk with their hand over their mouth. This has happened in a lot of my classes. Yeah, so I've been to New York. Okay, that shows that shows a lack of confidence, because you're afraid you're going to make mistakes. You talk like this, you can't understand. No one can understand what you're saying, right? So it's not just how we stand, but it's also what we do with our hands. If we're fidgeting, moving around, it shows that we're nervous. I do this sometimes. Keep my hands, you can't see me, but my hands are in my pockets, right? But if we stand with confidence, stand straight, keep our hands, maybe we can do a little explaining with our hands, that shows that we are confident. Okay, so body language can go back and affect our mood. All right. Okay, we want to speak slowly. Some of you don't have a problem with this, but some students, when they get excited, they speak fast. And with a lot of students, the pronunciation, when they speak fast, the pronunciation goes down. And they leave off a lot of sounds. They leave off ending sounds. So it's easy for me to say to you, speak slowly. And you can say, okay, yeah, I got it. I'll speak slowly. But it's something that we need to, it's like a switch. We need to remember. We need to remind ourselves, at least in the beginning, when we're building our confidence, to speak slowly. Then we have good conversations. Our confidence gets up. Maybe we can start speaking more at a natural pace. But speaking slowly is good because it slows things down. It makes things clear. Okay. This is related to speaking slowly. We should be stressing the key words in a sentence. Just like I just said, we should be stressing the key words in a sentence. The key words are called content words. These are words that have meaning in the sentence. They're the words that give the sentence meaning. So adjectives, verbs are the key words. Okay, so we want to stress those words, and then the function words we go lower. Those are words like articles, prepositions, and so on. So if I say this sentence, again, we want to stress keywords in a sentence. Okay? I said we want to, very quick, stress up keywords in a sentence. That's reduced. Okay, I have a bunch of lessons on word stress and sentence stress. Okay, now it's a little different. I'm just giving you an overview. But we need to know which words to be stressing. Okay? We can also do that by listening to native speakers speak. And if you watch YouTube, you can pick up on word stress and sentence stress by listening the natural way. All right. Okay, this one is a good one. Ask. Ask. Many times, students are afraid to ask. For example, they don't understand what someone is saying and they just say, yeah, yeah. But they really don't understand, okay? It's not a bad thing to ask and say, oh, I'm sorry, can you speak slower? Or can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. Can you say that again? Or you can ask a question about a word. Oh, what does meander mean? I don't understand that word. Okay? When you're speaking to someone who has a higher level than you, or they are a native speaker, if they are a decent person, they will know that you are learning English. And they don't care if you ask those questions. They are happy. Okay? But students get nervous because they say, oh, then they will think that I'm confused and I don't understand them, and then they won't respect me, or what will they think of me, right? And then it affects the whole conversation, because if you don't understand one part and you don't ask, that is going to continue and it's going to get worse and worse. Okay, so it's okay to interrupt someone, especially if you don't understand what they're saying. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but can you repeat that? Or can you repeat that word? Or say that sentence again? Or can you speak slower? Guys, you all know how to do that. That's something that you need to be comfortable doing, especially when you're speaking to a foreigner. Okay? No problem. I want you all to do that if it's necessary. All right. So it's always good to practice saying sentences and questions like that, so you're confident in asking those questions. You're confident with the pronunciation and you're confident with the communication. All right. All right, I think this is the last slide. Sometimes we have uncomfortable situations or embarrassing situations, right? We're a lot more comfortable speaking if we have a bag over our head because no one can see our face. Okay, but in this case, this tip is to go into those uncomfortable situations. Don't avoid those uncomfortable situations. The reason is, if you avoid uncomfortable situations, you're always going to avoid them, and you're only going to go to comfortable situations, right? The way we grow is by getting out of our comfort zone and going into those uncomfortable situations. What is an uncomfortable situation? Well, that depends on you. An uncomfortable situation for you may be speaking to a foreigner, or giving a foreigner, a tourist, directions in the city, or saying, oh no, I don't want to talk to that guy because I don't know, I'm not going to understand him, he's not going to understand me, right? In that mindset, you fail right away and you don't try. And that's how you always have low confidence, because you avoid uncomfortable situations. All right, we want to go to those uncomfortable situations. I'm going to talk about myself again because I am similar to that. I like to be comfortable. I like to avoid uncomfortable situations. But I realize if I want to grow as a person, even when I first started doing videos for Facebook or YouTube, I didn't want to do it, but I wanted to help more people. So I had to make myself uncomfortable. And then over time, I have become more and more comfortable, and my confidence is higher. So I want you all to think about that. Does it make me uncomfortable? Yes? Okay, let's go. Let's go to it. And who cares if we make mistakes? If I make mistakes, I'm going to grow and I'm going to learn, right? You fail when you say, I won't do it. You don't fail when you make a mistake, because when you make a mistake, you improve and your confidence gets higher. All right. Is there anything you would add to this list? Okay, I see a good comment here from Chun. Let me resize that. When I stand in front of class, I'm not comfortable speaking because my skills is not good. Okay, so for you, that could be an English level, right? That could affect your confidence. Okay, but remember, there are some times when it's your English level, but also maybe it's something here. You're saying, oh, I'm going to make mistakes. Because it's okay if you're in English class and your speaking skills are not good, because maybe most of the students in your class are in the same position as you. I want to give you some advice. I don't know your level, but if you say, okay, I'm going to do it. I don't care about making mistakes. I want to be better at English. So if I make mistakes and the class laughs, I don't care. They're laughing, I'm trying. I'm in the uncomfortable zone and I am going to improve. Okay? But Chung, if you get to the point where your speaking skills are getting better, but you still don't want to stand, you still don't want to do it, then it's a mindset problem. Okay? But you already say that you are not comfortable, so the more you do it and the more practice you have, I promise you, the more comfortable you will become, the more comfortable you will get. Okay? So it's one of those things that, remember what I said, the more you do it, the more natural it is and the more confidence you will have. All right. Just like me, what I said, I don't know if you were here in the beginning, for public speaking in my own language, terrified me. I felt very uncomfortable. I feel that I can, because I do it a lot now as teaching, it's a lot easier for me. It's more natural for me. All right, anyone else? Anything else you would add to the list? So today's live stream was a little bit different style from what I usually have. I usually do a pronunciation lesson. So I hope you were able to follow along. If you have any questions about this one, you can let me know now. No questions. All right. Well, it looks like we have about 14 people watching, so that's awesome, because I know last time we had, I think, up to 20, and then towards the end it started going down, 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 down. So I think the live stream was too boring or too long. But if you found this video useful, you can give a thumbs up. Also, you can, as I mentioned, you can subscribe to my channel, because I will be posting videos here and in Facebook. So if you prefer YouTube, okay, stick around here. This is where it's at. We're going to build this channel up a little bit. If any of you have any suggestions, please send me a message, because when it comes to social media, I'm not very good with social media. Social media and content creation. Okay, so I did post in the group earlier today about my course. It's called Pronunciation Foundation. It's a 4-week online course. There will be daily pronunciation video. So that's over 25 daily videos with instruction for self-practice. There's live coaching sessions, so live classes, video classes, because everything is online these days. And then there's also feedback on the self-study exercises that you do, along with a private group, so you can have communicate with other people. Okay, so there's a lot of interest in this, and currently there are 3 spots left. If you are interested, you can check out that tinyurl.com/pronunciation foundation. I just put that in the comments. That has some more information. And if you are interested, please send me a message. You can send me a message on Facebook, or you can send me an email. And I'm typing my email in now. Andrew@pronunciationguy.com. Okay, awesome guys. So thank you everyone for coming. I think all of you had an excellent time. Everyone gets their round of applause. Okay, so none you asked about the cost. You can send me a message. That's all. The cost is on the on the PDF. So if you look at the tinyurl.com pronunciation foundation, all of the information is there. You can send me a message on Facebook if you have any questions, okay? Or you can send me an email. Okay, so excellent. Thank you everyone for coming. It's Friday. It's Friday night. Not much going on outside. Not many things to do. But I hope you all have a great weekend. And if you have any questions, you can send me a message on Facebook. You can post in the group, or you can send me an email. Okay? Thank you everyone, and see you soon. Have a great weekend.